Hey, Peaches here. This is my 1978 VW Beetle Convertible. Let's take her for a drive. She runs awesome straight down the road. Shifts through all 4 gears very easily. All the gauges are working, the speedometer, the gas gauge. Even the clock down here works.
Yeah, we picked this Beetle up out of Alabama from the estate of the original owner. So, spent some time with the daughter of the owner of this vehicle. And she said Mom bought it in '78. Drove it back and forth to the grocery store.
Stop straight.
Little shady spot's perfect right here. Couldn't get better.
Emergency brake works.
And supposedly this is the 43,726 original miles. We've actually put a few hundred miles on it. Peaches has been driving it. The engine was just serviced by Moon Air Cooled. And the pesky fuel injection was removed for the more reliable carburetor. We'll leave that open. So one of the great things about this car is it has air conditioning, and so everything's free here. The lady that we bought the car from said her mom was running the AC until about a year ago, and she said that she can't remember exactly. Of course, Mom's always got the top down and kept it parked in the garage. But I asked Clinton at Moon Air Cooled, and all it needs is a new condenser and fan, which go in the front. And air conditioning should be able to be recharged and functional. Body lines are straight. And aside from some touch-ups, we were told that the paint is all original. So you just had it polished?
To a local detailer, had it polished, brought back some shine to the paint, so it is in beautiful driver quality original condition.
It's got brand new wheels, chrome wheels, and hubcaps with new Nixon tires, and that's, I think, aside from the fuel injection being taken off, the only other thing that's not original to the car is these wheels. I believe they were, she had restored the interior in the 80s and had put some kind of funky racing style seats in there just for comfort. Her daughter was laughing, saying it was funny seeing Mom, put this in the 80s. But we went back with the original. She still had the original seats from when that she had kept the original seats. We pulled them out of the barn, wire wheeled them, painted them, and put a whole brand new upholstery back into the car. To make it match and be original. The one thing that we did do is do the seat headrest delete, which looks amazing. Oh, I'm still hooked here. All right. And actually, I'm gonna let you put the top up.
Top comes down and up very easily.
This has been your summer driver.
All the windows roll up and down with ease, and the top has a brand new boot to keep in the back seat here.
Really, really easy. Rolling up and down. Had a small crack in the dash, so it does have a new dash cap. original steering wheel. The horn even works. And then one thing we did do is finish off the Bluetooth with a Bluetooth speaker system. And actually, so you'll pull that little, yep, and then push that forward just a little bit. So we hid this kicker with a subwoofer back here. It's actually got even a little, if you want to turn the sub up and down. But this actually easily hooks up to your Bluetooth, and you just connect your cell phone, and everything works off of that. I'm gonna turn that on real quick. Does it have to be running? No, I didn't think so. It's got an incredible stereo. Sounds amazing with the top down too, right?
It does.
So I speculate, to be completely fair, because I've been looking at classic cars every day for the past 15 years for work. I speculate that, and I believe maybe the daughter had even mentioned that the only time that the car had never been in an accident, but that mom had brushed up against the garage one time, I think, driving in. So when you really look at the car, I think that you can see that their paint is definitely original on the body and down the sides, but it looks like a little bit of touch-up had been done for on the front and rear fender. But I mean, you have to be very, very picky. I'm being overly picky when I say that, because you really walk up to this car and see that it's an original condition. So, and this is a perfect example where the paint has faded here, and there's quite a few rock chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just a few here and there. We didn't want to touch up the car. We didn't want, because we didn't want to have to repaint it. And I think that a really good painter or detail shop, if they wanted to, could just redo the hood. But because we were told that this is the original paint and the car had never been repainted, we never wanted to. We didn't want to mess with that. Absolutely beautiful under the hood, under the bonnet, as they say. The original spare tire, the original car jack, and underneath the spare tire, which does hold air, is what appears to be accident-free, all original front. Absolutely beautiful under here. Air conditioning components are all present, like I said. The only thing that we know that's missing is the fan and a service. So I would speculate $500 to $750 to get the air conditioning working again. The fan does blow, the heater works. Beautiful brand new seats, door panels. Other than that, everything's still original. These are the original door handles, door pulls. You can see a little crack there. We wanted to keep everything as original as possible because of the 43,000 miles on it. I know that in the glove box are some old documents. Unfortunately, I've gone back and seen a few. You can see the early services that she did. But of course, over the years, you just have the guy down the road who does Volkswagens change the oil. And that's the story I was told, not just by this lady, but by almost everybody, elderly person that I've ever bought a Volkswagen from, is that, it was Sam down the road or whoever it was that worked on the VW, on every VW in town. So that was the story that I was told about this as well, that all the maintenance was done by a local Volkswagen guy. It's the only crack in the paint that I've seen all the way around it. Beautiful trim pieces, all the chrome, pinstriping, chrome around this is a deluxe, with the chrome around the windshield. Underneath the car, there's your missing fan hole. That's for the air conditioner. Brakes have been serviced. This is a car that I feel confidently describing as rust-free. There are a few little surfaced rusts, what I call superficial surface rust spots, because this vehicle has never had any work done to it underneath. rockers, step ups, all original. You can see here's some other indications to us about original paint. You can just see that this is, you know, these are the things that I didn't want to touch up because they show the originality of the vehicle. So these little crusty spots or rusty spots there, in fact, there's a little bit of dirt daubers that have tried to make a nest under here. These floor pans are incredible. There's no rust in the battery boxes. And in fact, actually, I just remembered, and we're gonna see it here in just a second. The one spot that I did see that had rust on it was just the old exhaust because it's original. And that's not unusual right there, but not on the body, completely replaceable, of course. Engine's been serviced by Moon Air Cooled, fresh tune-up, rebuilt carburetor, and he was very impressed with the originality of this car. It's a gentleman who has spent his entire life around Volkswagens, and he said, you know, the car, we always say the car tells the story, and this is a car that shows to be an incredible original low miles condition. That's a rare thing to see right there. That battery box is not got a single spot of rust on it. Absolutely beautiful. This is Southern States, Alabama, outside in the country land outside of Birmingham. Is actually where this vehicle spent most of its life. And as the owner's daughter said, Mom always kept it in the garage, never drove it in the rain. And like I said, that, you know, these are the things that the car tells the story. So whoever is getting this is getting a super cool collector. There's a couple of spots here, things here and there that have been fixed just to, you know, little end piece things, tiny little things here that keep it from being 100% factory original. Obviously a brand new upholstery, but that being said, this is a beautiful, what we like to call a survivor, and absolutely love, especially survivor body wise. Body's so straight, you know, super happy with the car.
Well, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed the video and love there's a bunch of photos there on our 1978 Volkswagen Beetle Convertible.